Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Rick, man. LIB Media, we back, man. I'm back to talk about something real quick, man. I know we haven't been getting videos out as quick as possible as we once did, but that's because we're in a time crunch of things happening right now. But I can promise y'all after this weekend is over, because I have a big event this weekend. Once that's over, I should be able to get back on my schedule, my regularly scheduled program, and I should have some time to make some videos. But I don't want to bore y'all with all that. When I can get me and Cheese back on here, we're probably just gonna do a life update, give y'all updates on everything we had going on, because we just had a lot going on lately. But being that y'all know, this LIB Media, me, this is of course a sports channel. The NFL has been super exciting and super unexpected at the same time. So I decided that I'm gonna make a video real quick to kind of just talk about a video, and I'm gonna just kind of literally just talk about all the surprising things that have been going on in the NFL. First and foremost, y'all know I'm a Washington fan, Washington Commanders fan, been a Washington fan for a long time. So salute to my boys. We 4-1 right now. 4-game win streak. I'm super excited about it. Jaydendaniels look like he might be the answer to all our prayers. So I'm gonna start off by just saying that, man. And for my boy, Cousin Cheese, he's a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. They finally got their first win. I know, before the season, we didn't expect that to be happening at all either. But here are just the things that's kind of out there. So the Vikings are undefeated. Man, like Brian Flores found a way to got that defense is flying around. Shout out to my boy Hitman Harrison Smith, who is still playing like one of the best safeties in the league, even though he's getting up there in years, man. They got Pat Jones the second. Like, they just got some players that the defense don't feel like they got no household name players, but they go and play these great teams, and they make them look not that good. They've beaten the 49ers. They've beaten the Jets. They've beaten they gave CJ Stroud his only loss this season. You know what I'm saying? And the Texans, because they look good in every other game, but you got to give credit to where credit is due, man. The Vikings are undefeated. Kansas City is undefeated, but I wouldn't call that unexpected. I think the unexpected part is because of all the injuries, because they're having all the injuries, and they're still able to then come out and play football. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, the whole gang. Trent McDuffie, I love him as a corner. Chris Jones, probably the most dominant defensive tackle in the league. He's showing it. But like I said, so you look at some 4-1 teams. Washington is 4-1. That's impressive. The only other 4-1 team in the whole league is the Texans. Of course, the Detroit Lions had a bye week, so they're 3-1. But every other team in the league got 2 losses. And I know a lot of people are super big on the Ravens because the Ravens are seeming like they're figuring themselves out. But Washington goes to Baltimore next week, so that'll just be a big game all the way around. Doing that. Miami Dolphins, I wouldn't call that surprising. They lost their quarterback. As y'all know, I made a video on Tua, but it looks like Tua is going to come back this season. Hopefully he comes back and he can kind of turn it around, because people expected the Dolphins to have a pretty good season. But, when your quarterback go down, I didn't expect them to look that bad when their quarterback went down. But, that's kind of how the cookie crumbles. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers, I'm not really surprised. They lost some people on defense. They never got the Hassan Reddick. They never got the contract signed and stuff, so he was sitting out. So he was going to be their best pass rusher. Aaron Rodgers, the style of football he wants to play is kind of outdated a little bit. Their offense don't got a lot of movement. They're not using Breece Hall them the right way. They're not pounding the ball enough. Aaron Rodgers is 40, and everybody can't be Tom Brady, man. So the Jets, they just fired Robert Saleh today, which I think sucks. I don't know if he really deserved to lose the job, but we all know the NFL is a business. So, like, what can you do about it? It ain't really much you can do. So you got to kind of dug that out. Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson just looks terrible. He got some demons, man. He got to fight, man. And I don't think it's physical football demons. I think it's mental demons for him. He got to figure out them demons if he ever want to be the quarterback he once was in his league. The Bengals, who are 1-4, are still a very dangerous team. Joe Burrow looks great this season. He had one bad-looking game where he lost against the Patriots. Outside of that, he looked pretty good at all these games, but his defense can't stop nobody. It was a shootout with us. It was a shootout with the Ravens. I don't think Cincinnati is a slow leak. They can probably have 6 losses and still make the playoffs. So I would still watch out for them. Pittsburgh, Justin Fields, I'm not really sure. Pittsburgh, defensively, I wanted to say that they look good, but they look not as great as they start to play better teams. So that's gonna be something to watch down the road. And let's see if Mike Tomlin can keep his streak of never going under 500, a 500 record. Colts AR-15, man, he got hurt again. I think he plays a little too wild. He'll probably have to reel it in a little bit if they want to try to sustain something with him. And he's too gunslinger heavy. Like he has to learn to take his check downs and just kind of run a regular all the way through offense. Denver Broncos, I'm a big fan of Bo Nix. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Patrick Surtain guy. I think he's the best corner in the league. I think as far as Denver goes, I think they're just going to be a tough team. I think, Sean Payton got them well coached. Bo Nix might be the future. Obviously, every quarterback can't hit the ground running like C.J. Stroud did last year or the way people feel about Jaydendaniels right now. Some quarterbacks take the normal growth route, and I think Denver is having that situation where Bo Nix is going to take his time and continuously get better. The Chargers, I think they're well coached. I'm a big fan of Jim Harbaugh, but I mean, when it really comes down to it, I'm a big fan, but like they gotta just add some stuff around there. I mean, they got Quentin Johnson, they add Larry McConkey, but they have to figure out how they want to score points. They won't be able to do what they did at Michigan because this is the NFL. The Raiders, man, they're kind of all over the place right now. I like AP, the head coach Antonio Pierce, but yeah, they got a lot of figuring out to do. So that's just updates on what I think about everybody so far. I would probably go to say that right now, I think offensive rookie of the year got to be Jaydendaniels. I saw Caleb Williams play a lot better in his last 2 games. So I think as long as the Bears stay a good team, because they have a good defense as well, as long as they stay a good team, he'll have something to say for it down the line. MVP. Oh, MVP. I'm not gonna lie. You kind of gotta go with Sam Darnold, man. Nobody expected him to be this good, and yes, his defense is playing good, but I think he also leads the league in passing touchdowns as well. You know what I'm saying? So I got Sam Darnold still at number 1 right now. Defensive rookie of the year. I mean, I'm a big fan of Liatu Latu. I think he got like 4 sacks this season already. I hope I'm not missing nobody right now that's in that race, because I gotta remember who all are rookies and who's not. But I like him. I only saw him play in a couple of games, so it might not translate, but these just my odds for right now. Coach of the year right now, Kevin O'Connell for the Vikings. You know, that goes hand in hand. Like if you come out of nowhere and you having this great season, you know, the coach of the year is going to go hand in hand with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at first I had like Seattle with it. I realized I didn't talk much about the NFC team, so I'll give a quick rundown about that too. But I think right now you kind of gotta just go with Kevin O'Connell, unless, you know, not to really be a homer, but the Commanders, because nobody expected Dan Quinn to kind of do what they've been doing either. But yeah, Detroit, Green Bay, and the Bears, they're all in like a pretty much a dogfight. Minnesota 5-0, which they kind of gotta be. That's gonna help them down the road, because that division looks like it's gonna be the toughest one in football. The Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay, and the Saints look like they're kind of all middle of the pack teams. They look like they can go in any week and beat anybody. You know, Kirk Cousins had that 500-yard passing game the other day. But I like the way Baker been looking this year too. So they look like they can beat anybody on any given day. So that's something to watch out for. And then San Francisco, man, they look like a shell of themselves offensively and defensively. I know they had some injuries, but, you know, I mean, you got to figure it out. The Rams got decimated, but shout out to them, because they find a way to be in some of these games a lot of times. So I can't even be mad at them, though, to be honest. But yeah, to go back to the awards, yeah, that I think coach of the year, and then what I'll probably do is I'll probably hop back on here and do I'll probably do a league leaders thing right now, because offensive player of the year, everybody should watch out for Nico Collins. Yeah. Nico Collins is leading the league in receiving yards right now. Nico Collins might be on to something. So I would say keep an eye out for that. And defensive player of the year, I would say keep an eye out for me being a big Max Crosby fan. I mean, they're not doing too well, but Aiden Hutchinson is having a great season. The only thing about him is that he got a lot of sacks. He got like 4 sacks in one game. So the rest of the games, he only had 2.5, which, hey, it don't matter. You just got to get it how you live. You just got to have the stats at the end of the year, be on a pretty good team, and you could probably win an award. So that was just a quick recap from your boy, man, LIB Media, man. You know, I got a lot more exciting videos to try to tap in with y'all. We got to tap into the WNBA, because, you know, that's coming down to a close and everything like that. So we got to tap into a lot of stuff. Baseball is wrapping up, so we got to tap into that. So just, yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to trying to get way more content out to y'all, man. So I appreciate it. This your boy Rick. This LIB Media, man, and we out of here. Peace.